The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoffs, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Longhorns will put total leather to crank us up. From inside the 10, here he comes. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, and that's where his offense will go to work. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
And the Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Looking for a man, it's St. Clair. He tries to take the top off. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Vols will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Looking for space. It's Terry. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're
playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. That incompletion leaves him staring at a third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Terry. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So here is the Tennessee offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, give on the inside. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, two great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
They'll ride the hot hand.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
The Volunteers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. This is a designed run. They get it down to the 35 before he's stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
The Vols with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the run. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Got it looking for a first. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And the Volunteers with the 1st and 10. They'll go to the counter. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Pocket breaking down. He's got the tight end. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
This guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on 3rd down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Here's the pressure. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's McCutcheon. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Got it in the middle. It's Terry. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll leave it with him. Stumbled to the ground.
And I love the play call. Get it to the running back, chew up some yards so you make 3rd down more manageable. 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9, Jesse. Now as a quarterback, I can be successful.
Yeah, and I think the play worked in part because the defense was expecting pass and that down and distance. So it begs the question now on 3rd and long again, might the offense go back to handing it off to their explosive playmaker at the running back position?
On the move. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to...
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Leaves it with the running back. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down.
Get set.
Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
As a quarterback, I'm trying to find my matchup, get the ball to my guy so he can do something with it after the catch. When you put it on his body, he can catch it and then break a tackle and make a play happen like he did just now.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Thrust through behind his pad. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little game, no harm, no foul.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Longhorns in the hurry-up. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Now he's going to break the pocket. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game. But finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Fires into the end zone. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the Vols have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. A designed run for the quarterback. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Moves around to clear up the vision. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Just needs a crack to get a return. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown Longhorn. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now
defense made a big stop. I think you're getting the offense the football back. But how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead through, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side?
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. West Virginia is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Don Nehlen, this has not been a blowout today in Morgantown. They're up by a field goal over Baylor. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Corbett finds his man on the left. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Line getting set on second down. To the air, it's St. Clair. Finds his big tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That's a great job by the wide receiver there on a critical down. Third down, running the curl route, coming back to the football, making the catch, and picking up the first.
The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Give to the back. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
With myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. A run for the quarterback. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
And the Volunteers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And that the big hit on first down, second down coming.
I don't know if the quarterback's making the right decision on that RPO, guys. He might have wanted to hand that one off. Something he thought he saw in the right flat to attack, but obviously it wasn't there.
Set, two on either side on 2nd and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. Turning. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Volunteers. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finished things up with a dart from 24 yards out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. To the air on first down. Snagged out of the air. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Got his man. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over him.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
To the air on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. He made the catch past the marker, also past the sideline. He's out of bounds. It'll be 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Longhorns will punt this one away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. A strike downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Makes the grab. It's Kane. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Vols want to move quickly. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Tennessee.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Tennessee.
And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Volunteers will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think he
hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Turns it on down the left side. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. That is brutal. An explosive play like that to be wiped out by a mistake. The snap sets up to throw. That's reeled in. It's McCutcheon. Got room at the 35. There he goes. Touchdown, Texas! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
It's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. West Virginia is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. But there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by just 4 to Baylor. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So here is the Tennessee offense. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
The give to the back. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to throw at St. Clair. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
They punted away on 4th down. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Come the horns, they've got it again on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, just breaks into the open. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's first down. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Longhorns! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Texas! No midseason in doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Texas.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Touchdown time in Tennessee. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
The Vols send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really... He's taken the shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got his man in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. And here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. At the 45, on his way. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on third. Grab near the sticks. It's McCutcheon. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about...
Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He'll keep it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Trying to power it in. Touchdown, Longhorn! And the pummeling has started. Follow the blockers. Defensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. This quarterback part of their running game. Touchdown, Texas! And the route is on. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
Texas.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. So here is the Tennessee offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Finds his tight end. Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Now adjusting. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
That's how you earn your first down the hard way. Really good job by the QB dropping back to pass, scrambling, getting the first down, but taking a big shot at the end.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And the Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Vols have pushed it inside the 20. Quarterback keeper. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play. They'll just try to forget about that disastrous running play on 1st down, 2nd and long coming up. To the air, it's St. Clair. Throws to the tight end. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Throws for the tight end. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call.
Ready up. Razor. Here we go.
Leaves it with the back. There he goes. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe he needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
The Longhorns come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On third and short, the power run here. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Give to the running back. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. West Virginia has been blitzed from the opening kick. And as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 25 to Baylor. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
Wants to fire on second down. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. He saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Here comes the Texas offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, Nick?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Going to sling it on second down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
He'll pull it on the read. Brought down inside the 15, mark it at the 14-yard line. Now a fourth down decision to be made by this offense.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
Going for the marker on the ground. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
Black 24! Black 24!
He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He'll bring it out. It's Newton. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
The give from the gun. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Volunteers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, running back gets to give. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Using the quick game. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
42 Spider.
Power football with the run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Caught in the backfield, it's Terry. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
On the play.
I like the idea of calling a screen there on 3rd down, but give the defense tons of credit. Making the tackle and now giving themselves a chance to get off the field.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
49, Tennessee, 10.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And guys, this is a great time to take a shot if you want on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Wide open downfield. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
And throws out the RPO. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Longhorns! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Newton. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here is the Tennessee offense.
Here we go.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. To the air, it's St. Clair. The screen, he can go. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quarterback adapting. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
Well, that play never had a chance on fourth down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
This offense has it with really good field position. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough.
Ready up. Igloo.
Snap in the shotgun. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Got it inside the 15. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. He's looking to throw on third and short. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Longhorns trying to cash it in on first and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. West Virginia is just getting torched right now, and Mountain Mama, I didn't see that coming. It's one game, look, I know that, but this one has to hurt. They're trailing by 25 to Baylor. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. He wants a big play here late. Makes a grab for a big play. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's picked off for the third time today. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas!
Dude, you didn't think it could be any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
10, Texas.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To the air, it's Darnold. And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, a mere 10 seconds to go in the game. The Vols trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's taking a deep shot. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
Moves.
Back to pass on second down. Here's a Heat. He'll pull it down. Finds a crease at the 20. Breaks into the open. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as they'll come up short in this game. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.